don't dare. Don't care who you know from my block. You're not Al Capone, they can take my car and my creps. I'll still do the road in my...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of 2 games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Browns going up against the Ravens.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Here we go. On 1st and 10, Kaiser to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Kaiser to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First down. Todd. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. To throw on 2nd down. Todd being chased out left. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is knocked down from the side at the 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now a handoff looking right. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So it'll be first down here after the run. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Ten yards still left on second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. To throw again. Todd. That's caught out left by Perriman. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Todd. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, but no problems converting there.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Play fake. Kaiser. Over the middle. That's caught by Taylor. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. Johnson, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. From the gun, Kaiser. That's Njoku over the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with Kaiser on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Ndamukong Suh coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Third down, Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Todd going right side here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And they give this time to the tailback. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Throwing on first down. Todd. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. First and 10. Todd. Trying to find Bruce, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down carry here for Johnson. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Second down, Johnson. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free. Because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On first down, Todd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Johnson running left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second down, Kaiser. Screenplay, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a third down. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now and 13-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Looking to throw. Todd finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Operating from the gun. Todd. His throw incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Back to the air on second down. Todd. For right side here, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And it's a fumble. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here.
Here we go.
Following the fumble recovery. Todd. His throw caught at about the 5. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down, the ball on the 2 here. Second, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Kaiser hit, and he lost the football.
A plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex 38! Flex 38! Flex round! Flex round!
On play action, Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Chancellor from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's third and long. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Take it at the 37. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Back to throw. Todd to the sideline. And wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Now they try the right side here, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
From the gun, Todd. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas. And that one's pretty well wrapped up as the Giants have grown their lead even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2nd down following the run. Play action now. Kaiser. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
Time running out here on the play clock. Kaiser now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Throwing on first down. Time. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd down and 4.
Let's go. Grand 38.
Off play action. Time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
On 3rd down, time, and the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
The penalty. It's Johnson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Johnson running right. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends. And what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel. Right to the man in the middle linebacker, who often leads his team in tackles.
So now 3rd and goal. Will the defense bring... And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, Todd. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Looking to throw. Todd. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. First down, Todd. And his throw here's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Throwing again. Todd firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Operating from the gun. Todd, throw left side complete. That's Burton. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3. Get a little bit closer, make it an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw again. Todd. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
And his kick is good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action. Kaiser. Sammy Coates has it complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. And he's brought down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Here we go.
And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Brand 38.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for the Ravens. 46 yards. Throwing on first down. Time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danny Shelton in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Looking to throw on second down. Todd. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Todd. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
So the D-line's going to spread out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. It's Perriman. Give them 22 on that one. And it'll give the Ravens a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Todd. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Todd. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe.